guys and gals, Never here from Drake Main Gaming. Something me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. We at, I think right there. Yep, okay. I come to a stop, pulling out my phone to try and check the location of the nearest taxi station downtown. It seems I'd gotten a few messages from Aki when my phone was set to silent for the orchestra. I decided to tap a quick response after checking that we could get in a taxi about 2 streets away from where we were. Just needed to let Aki know we were heading home. Wait! For some reason, and without really knowing why, a deep sense of dread sets in, making my entire body shake and shiver. When I looked up, my eyes widened in pure horror. The scene playing out in front of my eyes unfolds almost as if in slow motion, unraveling itself like a frozen picture frame. Wait, why is June? Almost mechanically, the tiger turns his head slowly, eyes falling upon the approaching headlights, his expression unreadable from where I stood. The sound of tires screeching echoes loudly and cruelly in my ears, sharp and grating. It won't stop in time! Oh. No. No, we ain't doing that. No. No. We fixed it the first time, we're gonna fix it again. Got it. Okay, yes. June! Oh, shit. I didn't expect that. Every single nerve in my body has me running as fast as I can before my brain has time to catch up to what is happening. My hands collide against something soft while I fall to the ground, feeling my knees scraping against the asphalt. What? In that 1 second that seemed to last an eternity, my mind finally comprehends everything. The seconds stretch into what seems like minutes, and in that slowed down little frame, I see June's eyes widening at the side of my body, flying towards him. June, I hope I didn't hurt you more when I pushed you. Please be alright, okay? Yuuichi-san! It took a second for my consciousness to fully ebb. My body felt as if it were floating in a warm pool, weightless. A loud, painful ringing echoing through my ears as the sounds of screams and stomping footsteps come closer and closer. And then, silence. Oh my god. Was I not supposed to do that? Ever since I was little, I always felt like I was a little bit different from other kids. My parents always worried about me way too much, panicking from the smallest things. It came to the point where I felt smothered. I hated always being watched like that. Because of it, I taught myself how to fake a smile. That way, no matter what was happening, I could always calm the people around me down. They wouldn't worry about me, they wouldn't smother me, and I wouldn't have to worry about them in return. Well, that seems like a fairly important decision I just made. I always hated making people worry. Makes me feel guilty. Like it's somehow my fault that they're sad or upset. I got very good at it, too. Even when my world came crashing down years ago, I was still able to keep that smile on my face. Even though it was absolutely fake, it managed to calm everyone down. It made things a little bit easier to bear. Even if I felt like I became a little broken after my diagnosis, I didn't have to look the part. Oh, this is June. Okay. Even if I felt like I became a little bit broken after my diagnosis, I didn't have to look the part. I could pretend to be fine, to be happy. It was easy for me. It became a reflex. Even though things kept getting more and more miserable, I'd never let myself look like it. I made sure of it. Living a comfortable lie was easier than facing the truth that I was in pain. Until it wasn't. There was an incident, a day where it all became too much, and that's really all it takes. One bad day, I was brought back home. They didn't trust me to be on my own anymore. I couldn't blame them. I had to start going to weekly appointments, talking about my feelings, take even more meds, getting prodded over and over with questions even when I wanted it all to stop. All because I failed to look the part. I let them see something they shouldn't have. I let them see how broken I really was, and that's not something they would forget. Being forced to face that ugliness growing in my chest was just too much. I felt like I was drowning somewhere without light. I just wanted to make it all stop no matter what. But I couldn't. Every time I thought of trying again, I remembered the look on my parents' faces when they saw me for the first time after that. I kept putting them through it again. I let myself slip back into the role of a good son. I tried my best to play the part, even if they didn't buy it so much anymore. What stung the most was knowing I lost trust that I could never get back. But I kept trying my best. I worked hard on getting better, and after a while, little by little, it started to work. That terrible voice on the back of my head started getting quieter. The pain in my chest was easier to ignore. I didn't feel like hiding away in my bed for the whole day anymore. I felt like doing things again for the first time in a long time. The first thing I tried after that was touching the piano again. Stroking the keys with the tips of my fingers felt like home. That was the first time in over a year that I felt grateful to still be alive. Right around that time, a new year had started for me. My family believed I was doing well enough to go back to school, finish my education more than anything. If I wanted to fulfill my goal of studying abroad, it was something I couldn't postpone anymore. I was allowed to play the piano again, and that meant I was also allowed to pursue that dream one more time. That's also when I started wearing long sleeves all the time. My parents didn't approve. They said I had nothing to hide, but I couldn't escape that shame. I didn't want to see anyone to see my scars. I didn't want anyone to realize how broken I was. I didn't want to be pitied. And then I met you, and everything around me started to change faster than I ever had before. I would still go to my appointments. I still had to take my meds. I still had to worry about my heart. Worry about worrying others. I still had to live a life full of worry. But you changed my life. I met new, amazing people, all thanks to you. You brought me into your world, took me in and treated me like a friend. Thanks to you, I had friends. Thanks to you, I had a support network. I had people I could rely on who wouldn't pity me for how I was. I had people who liked keeping me around for me. Even through all the times I panicked, worrying about how I'd be seen if you all knew. You all gave me so much love and affection that I could feel like I belonged. It was nice. The world started gaining color again, very slowly at first. I was also confronted with sensations I hadn't felt in a long time. I turned into a little bit of a crybaby. Every time I got flustered or happy, the excitement racing through my brain was so foreign and overwhelming that it would easily bring me to tears. I wasn't used to being happy anymore. Realizing that for the first time was a hard pill to swallow. Despite all that, I still couldn't bring myself to cry when I was sad. All of the feelings could easily bring me to tears, but sadness and emptiness, both of those were old friends. I was so used to having them around that I just couldn't cry because of it anymore. It was strange. It's not like my problems went away. It's not like everything was suddenly fixed. No matter what happens, this is something I'll deal with for the rest of my life. I'll never be fixed. I'll never be not broken. But it got easier. It got better. I could get better. It was all thanks to all of you, the ones I'm lucky to call my friends. And more than that, it was all thanks to you. I found many new friends, but none of them quite like you, and none of them if it hadn't been for you. You're special. You're not like anyone else I've ever met. You gave me so many firsts, new feelings I'd never felt before, old feelings that brought you back, both the good and bad. I've loved every second of it. I wanted so bad to tell you about me, to let you know what I was going through, to let you understand. You're so desperate for it, too. I could tell from the way you looked at me. I'm not stupid. Even if I might act like it's easier to pretend to be, since no one asks me too many uncomfortable questions, I can still tell what the people around me are thinking. But fear would get the best of me every single time I thought of it. What if you treated me differently because of it? There's no way things could be the same. You're the one person I never want to find out that I'm broken. I couldn't take it if you did. A little voice in the back of my head. It always seemed to disappear whenever you were around, only to come back again as soon as you left. It whispered horrible things to me, things I didn't want to hear. It would feed on my fears, on my anxieties. It would constantly remind me of how things would change if you knew. After all, how could they not? No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get rid of it for good. I want so badly to, but it only seems to go away when I'm with you. I wonder why that is. I'm not sure myself. I'm not even sure of my own feelings. I like you, that much I know already, but is it love? Is it just a crush? I don't know, and not knowing makes me angrier than anything. I hate the feeling of not knowing. Today, I finally felt like things started falling into place. You took me out. You made me feel wanted and accepted. Even after you found out about my feelings, you still tried your best to make me feel loved. That's why I keep saying that you're special. And that's why I can't forgive myself for putting you in this place. I want to cry. I wish I could cry, yet not being able to, it makes me want to scream. You're in here because of me, and yet I can't even shed a single tear? I've never felt more guilty in my life. It's unforgivable. It's ugly. It's cruel. I hate it. I can't forgive you for being in a situation like this, for making me feel like this. These feelings in my chest are so ugly that they make me want to claw my chest out. Anything to get them to stop. Stop it. Yuichi-san isn't at fault. Don't say bad things about Yuichi-san. But more than anyone, the one I can't forgive is myself. For putting you in here, for being like this, for feeling all these horrible, selfish things. Whenever these thoughts come to me, there's a little part of me that can't help but wonder if I'm some kind of monster. I really am completely broken, aren't I? Excuse me, I'm looking for Yuichi Michimaya. We got a call saying he got in an accident. Who was that? A high-pitched voice echoes down the hall, calling a familiar name that makes my ears twitch and breaks me out of my daydream. Huh? How long have I been here? It's been an hour already since I got cleared to come to the waiting room. What was I doing this whole time? Kobayashi-san? My ears twitch again, reminding me of the fact that something called my attention in the first place. Oh, God. Oh, God, yeah. She looks... Oh, my God. She looks so devastated. Oh, my God. He better be okay. He better fucking be okay. I stop hugging my ears, looking up to see a small figure that reminds me so much of Yuichi-san that it immediately makes my head hurt. My heart hurt. And that's his mom, isn't it? Oh, no. What should I do? I can't face them. They look so worried. Akiyoshi-san, Michimaya-san. I fight the urge to bury my face back down on my knees again. I just want to disappear. Please. Jun-san! However, I hear Akiyoshi-san's voice, more high-pitched than ever, calling my name again. Oh no. They recognize me for sure. They're heading my way. Jun-san! What happened? Did Aniki... We got a call from the hospital saying he was in a car accident. Wasn't he with you? What happened? I can't bring myself to say words. My throat opens and closes repeatedly, failing to emit anything but random choking noises. My eyes feel like they're burning, yet I can't seem to shed a single tear. I look away again, taking deep breaths. I need to calm down. Yuichi-san! Jun-san, are you alright? Wait, your shirt is scratched up and torn at the sides. As soon as he says that, I reflexively reach for the spot on my elbow that I landed on when Yuichi-san pushed me away, trying to cover it with the palm of my hand. Alright, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna pause it right there. This is really heavy. Oh my goodness. People in the comments were not fucking kidding. Jesus Christ. Get in a fucking car accident. Oh my god. I guess June's route is the emotional and physical trauma route. Okay, we're combining those. Wonderful. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!